All right, Coach, just an opening comment on a classic here tonight in Lynchburg, 79-73, advancing to the ASUN championship on Sunday. Just your initial thoughts, and we'll get to a few questions from the media.
Yeah, incredibly impressed with Eastern Kentucky and AW, his staff, their players. Man, that's a really, really good team and a really good program. So to be able to advance, we earned it because they kept punching, they kept coming, and was really pleased with our guys' response. I say it all the time, but I think the crowd is worth 5 to 7 points on a nightly basis when it's like that, and that was a tremendous atmosphere, and Flames Nation should celebrate the assist that they had in the win because, like you said, AY, great college basketball atmosphere and a really good game.
Liberty wins over EKU 79-73 in the ASUN semis. We're joined by head coach Ritchie McKay. Now some questions from the media.
Ritchie, you had two freshmen that didn't play like it tonight. Colin, some magical things. Exactly, probably played as well as he could on Blanton on the defensive end, and then pops a finger back in place. What can you say about what those two brought today on the biggest stage of the season thus far?
Yeah, when we were playing without Zach, other guys stepped up, and it was unfortunate because when he was out, he was trending like he played tonight, and we could see it in practice. That dude is just tough as nails, and he can actually shoot and score, and he never does it. But I thought his energy, his defense, his rebound ability, I thought it was special. And then Colin Porter, you guys who have been here, you know how I feel about him. The dude's he's got a long, special career ahead of him, and he's unafraid. Yeah, I think those freshmen are really good, but I also think there were some guys that did some invisible things tonight that really helped us. Kyle Rose 3 at, I don't know what the time was on the clock, but that was a huge possession, and the ball got tipped and deflected. And I think Zay maybe set a screen. It was a valuable possession.
Your team falls behind by 13 there in the first half. What was your message to them in the huddles?
They may speak to it. I wrote down on the board 52-26, reference the Southern Miss when we got down 26 points, and we were only down half as much. So I feel like we've been battle tested, I think, in our non-conference schedule and a really good ASUN season, and played in some games that had where you had to just outlast the opponent. So I felt like that prepared us the right way, and our guys had a really good response.
Coach, JV, 7 total rebounds on the day. Can you talk about what he did defensively and on the glass?
Yeah, we're used to seeing JV do that. He's a terrific rebounder. He's actually really, really efficient in his offensive numbers. They weren't guarding him, so when you spy off of JV and Shiloh and Zay, those guys make so many really, really smart plays. So I think he's another one, and he's only a sophomore, that continues to trend upward.
What about the job Darius did? Cooper Robb was really good against him tonight on defense, but what about Darius just being able to find ways to get free from him and create some separation and start seeing some shots go in?
Yeah, we were waiting a long time for that, weren't we? Again, it's Darius McGee, so nothing surprises me. Cooper Robb is an excellent defender. He played for Coach Sanchez in Charlotte and was recruited by Mark Price, who I know well and is a friend. So I've had a ton of knowledge and respect for him. And he didn't play in the game here in Lynchburg, so I think Darius had a little bit easier time. Not that the other guys didn't do a good job, but Cooper Robb he's a really, really good defender. I won't call him elite, but boy, he's as good as anyone that's guarded him this year that wasn't on Alabama's team.
We've talked about it several times throughout the year, especially during losses and turnovers. But for your team to only have 5 tonight against a team like EKU that likes to pressure for 40 minutes, how much does that speak to your team's ability?
Yeah, we've been taking better care of it, John. So I think it's more of who we are, and I can't remember. We started the season 2-3, and we're turning it over a ton, and we're now 26-7. So I think we've gotten to a point where that isn't as big of an issue, but we turned it over a bunch against Kennesaw late, and so I think our guys have done a good job of trying to address some of the things that self-inflict.
Defensive rebound numbers, for the team this year, that's whole EKU to single-digit rebounds in all 3 games. Just being able to limit them to 1 shot with the way they crashed the board, how crucial was that to making sure you didn't let them get those opportunities to extend possessions?
Yeah, great point, Dame. I'm surprised you didn't give me the stat, but I think Ken Palm, I want to say we're the third or fourth smallest or shortest team in the country, and we lead the nation in defensive rebounding efficiency. So that's all heart. I'm telling you, those dudes, they're smart players. If we're decent enough on the defensive end, we kind of know or can anticipate when the shot's coming up, and our assistants do a great job in their scout and their prep. So we knew this one would be hard because of how efficient they are on the glass. And they can score from a variety of spots on the floor. Like those 2 guards, Comer and Walker, are good. We already know Blanton, Cooper Robb is efficient. Moreno can shoot. He went Cozart late. Like they've got a good team. So this is a really good program win.
And the largest crowd in Liberty Arena history, how much did that energy contribute to you guys as you rallied back in the second?
Yeah, I can't speak enough to the crowd. That was fun. They made it fun. And I think we're blessed to be a part of this university, to be a part of a fan base, although relatively young. I even saw Chad jumping up, swirling his. So we're grateful, really grateful that we get to represent Liberty, and thankful that our fans help propel us to victory.
Great coach, Chad. Well, do you want to say anything?
I didn't, but I'm not sure where he's sitting. Chad's front row.
Ritchie, Coach Hamilton spoke fondly about the respect he has for you and your program going back to his days at Hargrave. How have you seen him develop as a coach, and did he bring anything that surprised you tonight?
He's tremendous. I told him he's as hard to prepare for as anybody, and what he's done at EKU in such a short period of time. But we knew it. I have known him for a while, and when he was with Coach Keats, and then he took over Hargrave, and they won big. So we knew that Eastern Kentucky was going to have a good program. When I heard they were coming to the league, I thought, okay, well, that's good for the league because it'll elevate the competition. Have a great deal of admiration for who he is as a man, even more so than a coach, because what he's fought through and his adversity and the way he's his testimony and his commitment to his faith in the Lord, I really admire AW. I think he's a special man.
And any of your thoughts about heading on the road Sunday for the final against Kennesaw, a team you obviously know very well?
Can I wait? And I'll gather my thoughts. That was a great game that we played there a couple weeks ago. And Amir and his staff have done a fabulous job. So we get it. We know how hard it'll be. And that environment tonight was similar to what they had in Atlanta. John, Chad, some of you were there. So I expect it'll be fairly raucous.
It would be your 5th conference championship game in 6 years. I mean, just how difficult is it to do something like that?
Yeah, I don't think people know how hard it is. I really don't. Especially when you have an expectation or you get preseason this or that. But there's a room full of guys out there that really have a commitment to trying to get better every day and stay in the lane of consistency and not get too distracted by the expectations or the opinions. They've been really process-oriented. So to be able to be in 5 is great. I'd like to win another one, though.